We are all old friends here. Let me say a few words casually. I don't have a prepared speech. Over the past 10 years, some of you here are dissatisfied, saying that I engage in a personality cult. Saying that I did not learn lessons from the past. In this regard, our party has learned a very painful lesson. But in such a big country, with a large population, it is difficult to convince the public without establishing personal prestige. Personality worship has its dangers. The key is whether the person being worshipped is in control. This is the key. Chinese civilization has a history of 5,000 years, and all dynasties engaged in the cult of personality. There are good ones, and bad ones. Many of our old friends have a natural aversion toward personality cults, because they have personally experienced Chairman Mao. But, didn't Comrade Xiaoping say that we cannot deny Chairman Mao's entire life because of his mistakes during his later years? Our party has worshipped Chairman Mao since the Yan'an period, and worshipped him for so many years, thus forging a new China. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? The West has also established God and Jesus, right? We have the Guanyin Tathagata that is born and raised in China. These are tools of the ruling class. The lower class of working masses believe in this, right? The grand theories, everyone here knows what they are, and I don't need to explain them. There is also a lot of propaganda. But governing a country requires skills and tools. I know what you are afraid of is the struggle against the top leaders of the party during the late Chairman Mao period. This is a lesson. Our party is a party for all of us. This country was built on the blood and sacrifice of our fathers. In the past 10 years, have I done anything against you? No. All of you, wine and dine, as usual. Are you lacking in anything? Even in the past few years of the pandemic, no matter what difficulty China is going through, has anyone's family business been affected? What else is there to say? I am worthy of this red collective that our parents have established. This meeting with all of you, of course, all of us are concerned about reappointment. Some people complain a lot, I know. We can all discuss it openly, as Chairman Mao has said, the sky will not collapse. Who should we hand this appointment over to without worries? Let's talk about it. In the past 40 years, we have taken twists and turns. It may seem that there is more money, and the economy is better, but the foundations are shaken, and control is weakened. Chairman Mao's leadership is criticized at every turn. If Chairman Mao's leadership is not good, can he conquer the country? Can we beat the United States in North Korea? Building the economy is very important, but the color of the country is more important. If it is not red, we do not want it. The leader is key. Any cat that catches mice is a good cat. This is completely inconsistent with dialectical materialism. When I joined the team in Liangjiahe, in order to eliminate the rats in the granary, I raised a lot of cats, of all kinds. Some cats were so big that they weigh 20 pounds. Were the rats exterminated? No. A few years ago, I asked the carders over there, and they also said that there are more rats. I did a better job in the years when I was there, and there were fewer rats. So, the key is to see what kind of cat it is. Cats that catch mice are everywhere. But red cats are rare. This is the core issue of our party and our regime. There are always concerns about an economic downturn. Since I started fighting corruption 10 years ago, I have been repeatedly reminded not to throw the baby with the bathwater. If the baby were thrown away, just have another one. How many children can a person have in a lifetime? The place where I was sent was so poor at the time, but every household had at least 4 or 5 children. Now that the economy is better, there are only 1 or 2 in each family, or they are unwilling to have children. Therefore, the economy is good, but there are not many children. This is not an economic problem, but an ideological problem. Did the farmers suffer at that time? But at that time, who complained? Who was groaning? But now that life is better, they raise the bowl to eat, and put down the chopsticks to curse their mothers. How does this work? This is forgetting. Chinese people are not afraid of hardship or poverty, but we are afraid of forgetting our roots, and we are afraid of rotting. The fear is that greed and dissatisfaction are akin to the snake swallowing the elephant. The past 40 years have been a rotting process. Dissatisfaction and greed mean forgetting one's roots. Everything that we criticized when we were young, the ways of the bourgeoisie class, has come to the fore. It is very rampant. When the economy is doing well, we eventually all become petty bourgeoisie. The world of the Communist Party has become the world of the petty bourgeoisie. If we do not suffer a little, how can it work? In my opinion, it is better to suffer a little and experience poverty. We suffered so much when we were young, why do we feel happy every day? Recalling bitterness and sweetness, I have eaten that Chinese cornbread. So, I never worry about the economy. No matter how hard it is, can it be worse than the 3 years of natural disasters? Didn't we all get over it in the same way? If you can't see this problem clearly, you're forgetting your roots and forgetting your original aspirations. The Communist Party is not a party that creates wealth, it is a revolutionary party, a red party, and a party that holds power. So, I am not trying to be reappointed, but I cannot be at ease. If someone else comes up, it may soon become rotten and completely bourgeoisified. This has become a common understanding in our Politburo. Others have complained about breaking the rules. Rules are meant to be broken. Didn't Chairman Mao say that what is not broken cannot be established? Wasn't Chairman Mao's rules broken by Xiaoping? The key is not the rules, but who made the rules and for what purpose. There will be new rules in the future. This is dialectics. I recently read Engels' Anti-Düring, and it said it very well. Anyway, we must be anti-Düring. That is all bourgeoisie rot. We must view the overall situation clearly, to see situation clearly. Today's situation is truly hard to come by. We need to cherish it. If it weren't for what Comrade Chen Yun said, China would not be a red China now, and there would be no red bloodline. No matter what we say, we can conclude that if there is no political power, there is nothing. I just happened to catch up with this era and became the head of this red country. Let's not change the color of this country. It is normal to have discussions in society, but we as red collectives should be very clear about who are comrades in the same war trench. The biggest lesson of the Cultural Revolution is forgetting this comrade in arms friendship and engaging in red infighting. In the end, Comrade Xiaoping went too far. It is not far from the 20th National People's Congress. Today, I just gathered all of you together to communicate heart to heart with everyone. This is what I say, unity is strength. Do not forget the original aspiration. Do not disseminate this speech, and I won't admit it even if it is disseminated.